Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. In today's video, I'm doing a marriage, relationship, engagement Q&A, and I'm really super excited about it because if you don't know, I'm engaged, I'm getting married, and I wanted to answer some questions that you guys have. So I wrote them all down and I'm going to answer them all. Also, I want to do another video that is wedding related, but this one is just kind of like your questions, and then I'm going to do another one that's related to like the plans that we've made and things like that. So if you submitted a question, and thank you so much, and let's just get into it. I'm so freaking excited. Okay, so let's go. Wait, also, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, then you can, because you can stay up to date on all of the marriage and wedding things that are going on. So I'd love it if you guys would do that. And let's just get started. The first question is, where, when, and how did you guys meet? So my fiance's name is Mason, and we met in class our sophomore year of college. We had a class together first semester, and that was the first time we met, but we didn't really start to like get to know each other until maybe a year later when we started working together for we had the same work study. So that's kind of how we got to know each other. Next is, what are you most excited about when it comes to wedding planning? Wedding planning has already proved to be quite stressful. Just letting you know, it's already been quite stressful. So I think we've done a lot of like planning from the very beginning, just because we wanted to get it. There are like a lot of things that you have to do from the very beginning, or else it's just not gonna happen when you want it to. So time is definitely of the essence. I don't know what my favorite part about planning is. I have bridesmaids. That was fun. I think my most favorite part of planning stuff so far was getting my dress, because my mom and I agreed wholeheartedly on the dress. My mom and I like to disagree on my clothing options, my clothing choices. She doesn't like them that much. She doesn't really like my style, and because she's more like preppy and I'm more like opposite of that. But when I walked out wearing the dress, that like walked out of the dressing room and I saw it in the mirror, and I like saw it full body, and my mom saw it for the first time. I think my mom cried, and we both were just like really excited, because we both were like, this is it, this is the dress. That's it, it was done. I think that was probably the most fun that I've had so far. Number 3 is, how soon / when is your wedding? My wedding is 129 days from now. I have a countdown right here on the wall. It is March the 9th, so that's pretty soon. That's like 4 months away as of right now, so that's pretty exciting. Next is, what is the theme, style, colors? So it's gonna be like a garden-y kind of thing. The venue is at a historic home that has a garden in the backyard, and so it's like garden-y, things like that, and I'll show you the colors. So I went to the store and got swatches. So the swatches of the colors, these are very similar actually, but we have steel blue, which is what my bridesmaids are gonna be wearing, and then my shoes are gonna be this color, and then we're gonna have like accent pieces with this, and then there is navy, which is what the guys are gonna be wearing, and Mason also has 2 groomsmaids is what he's calling them, girls that are his groomswomen, whatever you want to call them, and they're going to be wearing that color navy. And then I want a lot of greenery, because it is like a garden kind of thing, so lots of greenery, and then I want to have like white flowers. So that was like a decision that was really easy to make, because I love flowers and greenery. Did you have any clue or feeling he was going to propose? So I knew that he was going to I knew that he was going to propose soon. I knew it was going to be like within the next month or 2 months or something like that. I knew it was going to be soon. I just didn't know what day it was going to be, and I didn't know how he was going to do it. The day of, I had no idea it was coming. I did not suspect anything. We went to go visit my brother, and it was my idea to go visit my brother, so like I was like, he did such a good job like not like hiding it from me. And so that day we went to go visit him, and the one moment that I suspected it was literally like moments before, and it was when he gave my brother his camera. I was like, my brother has never touched a camera a day in his life. So my heart started beating really fast, and I knew that like I was gonna have to get close to him to take photos with him. He was like, hey, Tristan, will you take some pictures of us? And I was like, oh no, it's coming. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. I don't know why I said oh no, because I was just really excited, but I was really nervous and my heart started beating really fast, and like I knew I was gonna have to get close to him to take pictures with him, and I was scared he was gonna feel my heart beating really fast and then ask me why. But then all was well. He did it and I was really excited, so because I was waiting on it, so like I knew it was coming, and my whole family knew it was coming because he told them the plan. Also, he asked them, so. And I knew he had asked my parents for permission like a month earlier, so I knew it was coming at some point, so there's that. The next question is probably my favorite, and it says, what are you most looking forward to about being married? I think the thing I am most looking forward to about being married is living together. We don't live together now. He might as well live here, but he doesn't. He comes here after work every day. We eat most of our meals together, and like we grocery shop like we live together and everything like that, but like we don't live together. And so what I'm most looking forward to is like him not having to leave at the end of the night. So like he goes home, he comes and he stays until like 10 or 11, just depending on like the kind of day he has the next day or what kind of day I have the next day. And so then he goes home and goes to bed, and then he comes back over after work the next day. And so I'm looking forward to like him not having to go home at the end of the night. That's gonna be really cute and exciting. The next question says, when did you know you loved Mason? There wasn't like a one pinpoint moment where I was like, I love him. But I think like when I told my mom about him, and like whenever I started talking to my mom about like us maybe getting married, I think that was like I definitely love him, because I wouldn't be telling my mom any of this if that wasn't the case. Because I'd never told my mom about boys or anything before, so the fact that I even told her that I had a boyfriend was a miracle. So for me to talk to her about like spending forever with him was like a really big deal, and I was like, I know I love him now. The next question says relationship advice. I could literally make a whole video about this, but I have like 3 things. 1, be yourself. The most cliche thing in the world, but like you don't want to date somebody if you are not being yourself, because 1, they're gonna fall in love with the idea of what they think that you are instead of who you actually are, and then you're gonna be miserable trying to keep up some facade of being something that you're not. 2 is that you will not be happy in a relationship if you're not happy by yourself first. So you have to have the mindset that like being single is okay. And I think that when you're content in being single, it means you're actually ready to be in a relationship. Because if you're relying on someone else to be your happiness, or if you are relying on being in a relationship to be happy, then you're not going to be happy when that relationship ends, or if it ends. And I think that that puts a lot of pressure on someone else. Like, yeah, it's okay if your significant other makes you happy, but I don't think they need to be like, I need this relationship to make me happy, you know? Like, it needs to be, you make me happy, and I'm so happy that you make me happy, but not, I'm gonna die if we're not together or if I'm not in a relationship. Just be happy with yourself, you know? Make sure that you're happy with yourself. And 3 is to date to marry. I think it's super important to do that, whether you're entering into a relationship or you have been in a relationship for a long time, or you're like in a long-term relationship. I think that it's important to date to marry, because, and like, I don't think it's okay. I mean, I don't think it's wrong to like date people that you're not gonna marry, but at the same time, I think that like if you're dating someone to get to know them or something like that, and I think that if you don't see yourself with them for the rest of their lives, or for the rest of your life, then you're wasting their time. And so I think you need to date with the intentions of marriage, because then you're gonna be much more serious about the relationships, and you're probably gonna be in less of them, if that makes sense. And they're probably going to be more quality relationships because you're dating with the intention of forever in your mind. So, and like the moment you realize you don't want to marry this person, I think it's time to like end a relationship, if that makes sense. Next is, how did you know he was the one? I don't know, man. No idea. He was the only person I ever dated. He was, yeah, he's the only person I've ever dated. He's the only boyfriend I ever had. He's the only boy I ever told my mom about. He's the only person I ever let meet my family, anything like that. So I think just like I said, I never dated anybody else. So I don't really know what it feels like to date someone that like you don't want to spend forever with. But I definitely Like, I've never had any doubts in my mind about, like, when we first started talking about the idea of marriage or getting married. Like, I never even thought, like, this is terrible, or like, wait, no, maybe I don't want to do this. And I never really got nervous about talking about it. And I think just like the peace that I felt talking about it and having that conversation with him and with other people about it, I think that's kind of how I felt reassured of the fact that, like, I want to be with him, you know? And number 10, did the past ever stop you? Well, I've mentioned this quite a few times before, but I've never dated anyone before. Therefore, I don't have a past to stop me. Anyway, that's all I have for today's video. If you guys want to know more, or you guys just want to stay updated in the wedding planning process, then be sure to follow me on Instagram and subscribe to my channel. Don't you love how my blinds are creating this weird light on my face right now? Lovely. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.